you guys! Welcome back. I am so excited. Before I jump into my fitness journey and like everything this video is about, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys like a little bit one-on-one. I think that I don't know if any of you feel like this or any of you ever get this way. If you do, then please comment below, because I think that when on social media all the time, if you watch YouTube all the time, there's this big persona that like everybody's always happy or like nobody has ever anything weird and they don't feel like lonely and stuff. I know that like recently I've definitely been feeling like that. It's not out of character for me, but I'm somebody that's like very go-getter, always motivated, I'm always optimistic, happy, I always feel like good, and I said that in the most shaky way ever. I always feel good, but that being said, the last 2 weeks, life's been getting kind of stressful. Like I've got my exam timetables coming up. I have 4 exams in the space of 2 days. No, in the space of 3 days, sorry. I have over 11,000 words to be handing in this month. And I know that when I say this, there is always somebody who's got it worse. And just things have really changed for me, like in the last month, in like personal life, my personal relationships, like everything's gone like completely up in the air and everything's different. Definitely different in a good way. And I think I've learned a lot over the past month. I just haven't had time to just slow down and like process everything. When I don't take the time to slow down and really think about myself and really like settle my thoughts, I turn that negative energy towards food. Maybe you guys do this as well, maybe not, but what I'll do is just I start eating really unhealthily and I start really not caring, and then obviously that has an impact on me physically because like I just have less energy, I feel less motivated, I feel more bloated, and I just feel a bit shit. So then you can just end up getting into this cycle that you're just like, why am I doing this to myself? I think something which has massively helped me, and I just wanted to drop it in here before I get into all the other stuff, is something which I felt like I was lacking in, and I wasn't aware that I was lacking in it until I realized it, was that I needed inspiration. I know that sounds so cliche, and it's like you have a fitness Instagram, oh, you need inspiration, but I didn't feel connected to anyone. I didn't feel like I could look at anyone and be like, he's who I want to be, or she's who I want to be, or that really motivates me. And recently I've been listening to a lot of Joe Rogan, who I love. He does these amazing podcasts on YouTube. Joe Rogan works for the UFC and is a comedian. He interviews a lot of athletes, and through those athletes talking about other athletes, I found some who really inspire me. So for example, Bernard Hopkins, yeah, that's his name. He has this amazing attitude to food where he is just like, you have to look at your body like a temple, like you want to just survive, like you can't be drinking things like soda water because it's like a drug. Sugar and junk food, it's not good for you, and not in the sense of, oh, it will make you look fat, like who cares about that? That if you're doing it for a quick fix, then you're not going to solve the long-term problem, which is something which really kind of like hit home with me recently, that you need to be doing this for your health because you respect yourself and you respect your body, and sugar and chocolate and sweets and fizzy water and fizzy drinks and all that stuff, it is a drug. It's completely proven with me that it's a drug, because even though I know it's bad for you, I know I don't want it, I know if I could live the perfect life or be the perfect Molly, then I wouldn't have it. Yet I still eat it. I only eat it usually when I'm tired. I'm tired, when I'm angry, when I feel lonely. One of those things, then I just kind of turn to junk food, and I think that's a sign that when I feel weak, that is the thing which gives me satisfaction. I have decided that from today, I know anybody could say this at any time, it doesn't mean anything really until you're kind of like in the journey, in the process, but it really changed my outlook on food, and I now have a lot of boxing inspirations, people who are properly athletes, who really do respect their body, watch what they put in it because they use their body as fuel. I feel incredibly motivated and excited. I kind of feel at peace with everything. Like I just cleaned my room, I cleaned the whole flat today, I did the hoovering, the dishwasher, I did everything. Kind of like therapy for me. I went to the gym, I did a really good cardio session, and so today I just feel like this is the first day where my life is going to be properly on track. I know some of you probably find that ironic because you're like, your life is already on track, and it does look that way, but for me, I really feel like this is going to be a great day. This is going to be a good step forward for myself. So if you feel like you're lacking in motivation, or you're frustrated, or you feel down, my biggest tip is one, just slow down for like 5 minutes. Just stop it. Yeah, I'm talking to you. For like 5 minutes and just chill. If you're tired, go sleep. If you're hungry, make a healthy meal. Give yourself the time to get back on track, because sometimes that is just what we need. And then find somebody who inspires you, because I didn't have anything to aspire to. I just didn't find anyone who had that connection with. I didn't aspire to people who I think I should have aspired to. Now apparently I aspire to a 50-year-old African American who's an amazing boxer, who like doesn't eat any junk, and he's my inspiration. So it doesn't have to be somebody who looks like you, who you think you want to look like, but somebody who goes further than that and really motivates you. And that's my biggest tip for today. I just want to show you my bevs. I'm drinking some Evian, and I'm also having my black coffee, because even though I'm trying to be I keep forgetting his name. This is the only bad part. Hopkins. Because even though that I'm trying to be Hopkins, he probably doesn't drink coffee, but I was like, I need to have my black coffee. First of all, I'm so excited because I want to show you what my Sculpt and Fat Burn guide looks like. My Sculpt and Fat Burn guide comes out on Sunday, the 12th of March at 7 p.m. GMT time. If you're into doing the Sculpt and Fat Burn guide, which I'm also going to be starting with you guys on Monday, and I think it will be awesome because we can just seriously motivate each other and get excited for summer together. It's 16 weeks, which is a decent amount of time for you to really sculpt your body, change what you look like, change how you feel, change your strength, feel so good about yourself, because I did it. I absolutely loved it and I had so much fun with it. It's definitely a challenging guide, but one that will give you lean muscle definition. It's going to boost your metabolism. It's going to re-sculpt your body. That's ultimately what it's going to do. And then you're going to burn fat. So in the last 4 weeks, you're going to be focusing on burning fat and kind of showing your body underneath. So if you head to, it's me, if you head to progresspure.co.uk, there'll be all these like fancy pictures of me and stuff. Here I've got the curve guide underneath, and the curve guide is more focused at if you're just getting into weightlifting. It's more beginners, slightly more basic than the Sculpt and Fat Burn. It's got a lot more compound exercises and your standard go to the gym and you do like it's more specifically weights, then you add on HIIT as well, so you are increasing your metabolism, but it's more focused on building the muscle, whereas the Sculpt and Fat Burn is aimed at increasing your overall fitness whilst really working on your strength, your endurance, and will also show you that lean muscle definition after you've burned the fat off, after you've done the guide. The Sculpt and Fat Burn guide is definitely more challenging. I probably found it more fun. The curve guide was actually, this is ironic, more of a learning curve for me. I was just getting into weights and I needed something that would allow me to prove my dedication, and it did, and it made me fall in love with weightlifting. And the Sculpt and Fat Burn guide allowed me to go through a phase where I could eat more, I could really focus on targeting that extra weight into building strength, and then where I could focus on disciplining myself and proving to myself that I could like lose the fat and just really be proud of my results underneath, which I really am. So you'll go to guides at the top, and then it will be here. Currently we have the curve guide ones. And if you go to hashtag PPSFB, then it's telling you exactly about the guide, the workout section in particular. This is basically like the facts and also the nutritional section. Monday the 13th of March, I'm gonna be starting the guide. It's 16 weeks. It's split into nutritional section and a workout section. The workout section is split into 4 parts. So each part is worth 4 weeks. So you have the lean muscle development first phase for 4 weeks, metabolic booster phase, the ultimate resculpt phase, and then fat burn. I wanted to give myself like a good amount of time to really kind of get ready for summer, not just a quick fix. Like I wanted something which was really gonna challenge my body, change up my routine quite a lot. If you wanna keep developing, keep getting stronger, you have to make sure that you are changing up your routine, or else you're gonna just get into a habit where you plateau. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you. I can't believe I forgot to do this. This is why I got my computer out. Let me just show you the website where the guide is, but you can't see the guide. Guys, this is so exciting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is very quickly like skim through the guide. So you can basically just see the whole thing in total is 60 pages. It's a lot of pages because it's basically a lot of information on things which I think are essential for you to know. This is what it will look like when you download. As soon as you buy it from Shopify, it will download straight to your computer.
Oh, where you left me, left again, left again. Oh, there's a jungle in my head growing wilder, and it's killing me.
All the exercises for the guide are going to be on the Facebook page. If you have any questions or any queries, the girls will be commenting there, writing how they're finding it, certain exercises, but I'm going to be posting all the videos of the exercises there, so check that out if you want to stay in the loop, and if you want to like create the community and talk to people about it and just kind of like look at your progress and like just check out how you're going on the way. That would be awesome. For the reason why you really clicked on this video, I'm going to talk about my journey. So I started my fitness Instagram account in March 2015, nearly 2 years ago now, and I started it and I did BBG to begin with. That was the Bikini Body Guide. I'd actually tried to do it like 4 times and I had failed. Like I tried 4 times, kept on trying. We get to like week 3 and then just stopped. So I was finding it really difficult to do, and then I decided to create an Instagram account. I created one and it really motivated me because there was this whole amazing community of girls who were on there and they were like, keep going. And I was like, okay, you stranger, I love you now. You can be my best friend because you're supporting me and being awesome. And it was so cool because there's this whole community of girls who were just basically giving me like an online hug and like massaging, sounds so weird, but like, you know, like they were just being so sweet and supportive. I really enjoyed it because it proved to me that I can stick to what I like want to be dedicated to. I had just never shown that much discipline and had felt such success from doing that before. Never really been that into sports. I'd always tried to be healthy, my family is healthy, but I was never an athlete or anything like that. So I had never shown that commitment to something that was that hard, and BBG proved that I could do that. And it got to like summer of March 2015 and I was like, okay, cool, that was awesome, but now I want to do something which I think is gonna like change my body and challenge me a bit more and do something which I think I'll like a lot more. So I got into weightlifting, so nervous about it, didn't know like the floor from the ceiling. I did not know. Like I walked into the gym room and I was like, what is going on? And I didn't know what anything did. It looked so fun and it looked like girls were like looking hot from it. Like girls seemed to have abs and like a butt and they were strong and not super skinny. And also I've always been a foodie, so not eating is just like not really up my street. I started doing it, but when I say I started doing it, I went into the gym and I just went up to a personal trainer and I was like, you have to help me. I don't know what this is called. Like I was holding a dumbbell, I was like, I don't know. He helped me, showed me basically the basics of everything. I like filmed him doing everything. He thought I was so weird and I was like, keep going, I'm just gonna keep filming, it's for my personal knowledge. So he showed me how to do everything and that was cool. Started working with this personal trainer who worked at my mum's studio, which is called Spin Off London. He was awesome because he showed me the ropes of how to do everything, and this guide was so cool. Like I did the guide and after 12 weeks I was like, I loved that. Like that was so fun, and I didn't feel like there was a guide for girls for weights. Like I tried to find one, I didn't find like there was any. And I created the Curve Guide, which was the 12-week strength training guide, and it did really well. Girls absolutely loved it, which was so cool, and girls like really got into weightlifting from it. And I still get messages from people saying that they do it, and it's so heartwarming because that's how I got into weights. And to know that other girls are doing that, it just makes me so happy because weights is so much more of a positive, cool thing. Psychologically, if you're focused on gaining muscle and trying to be healthy at the same time, then it's just much more of a kind of healthy mentality than doing excessive cardio and trying to like lose weight all the time. And then after the Curve Guide, which I did a few times, that took me to summer 2016. And then I was like, okay, I want to build my strength now. I've done this. I want to challenge my fitness a bit more. I want to build my strength. I want to see more results and I would get more of a shaped physique. And I just want to be more educated on weightlifting and nutrition and just kind of take it to the next level. That's when I reached out to Adam Bornstein from the Born Fitness team, who's amazing. He's been the editor of Live Strong, of Men's Health. He's written for bodybuilding.com. He's featured in the New York Times. He's been on the early morning show on E! News. This guy really, really knows his stuff. He was like, yes, I would love to partner up with you, create a guide, as long as like we do it through you, we see how it goes, see if you like it, and then you can change up anything that you don't necessarily like. And so we did that. That's how I created the Sculpt and Fat Burn guide with him. It was so fun to do and I loved it, and I told him what I wanted out of it. A whole team of professionals, of nutritionists and personal trainers know their shit, and so anytime I was like, I don't like this bit, or I'm not sure about that, or I don't like this exercise, I want to build my butt more. Sorry, I think something on my shoulder. No, nothing's on my shoulder, I'm just being inappropriate. I was really focusing on building lean muscle because I wanted to gain, but I didn't want to gain just like fat, trying to fill out my body a little bit more and be able to lift heavier. And I was able to lift more heavy. My metabolism is definitely faster now than it was because we had to increase my macros. I was burning too much, and before I wouldn't have been burning that amount. I was also getting hungry a lot more, and that was because I was combining the high intensity circuit training with weights. Now that I finished the guide, I was just focusing on like continuously burning fat, but I'm very excited to get back into it and to do it with you because I just think that would be so fun. And there's nothing better than going through a process, having the most amazing time on it and journey on it, and then being able to just give it to you guys and be like, this worked for me so well and this is so fun. So if anybody is interested in doing this kind of thing, then like jump on board, get ready for summer, because summer is on its way. It's the perfect guide to get ready for that. Enjoy yourself and like push your limits and see how far your fitness can go by changing up from doing things like supersets to circuits to strength training to cardiovascular fitness to high intensity. All great. And I'm gonna be posting every single exercise videos on the Facebook group. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited, and if you have got the guide, please drop me a message, drop me a comment, because I want to follow you, follow your journey and know everything that's going on, because you guys are awesome and I love you so much. Also, the 15,000 calorie challenge is coming, don't you worry. I'm going away at the end of this month, which I'm so excited about. And I'll tell you more about that later, but I'm gonna do it after I come back so that I don't feel as like huge.